It's always a delight to have you join us on yet another engaging edition of Sports Tonight. We're reaching you live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Austin Okonakman, always an action-packed world of sports, and I'll tell you why. Right here in Nigeria, there are talks on why Nigeria missed out of another chance of getting involved in international football politics, because when the cleared list of candidates for the FIFA presidency was released, Odegbami was missing. Now, what's the talk? We're hearing from different parties that there are talks of conspiracy, there are talks of the NFF not wanting to support. The NFF on their part said they did their role, they played their part, that the big sheikh didn't do some other things. We'll get to find out all of that tonight on the show. So feel free to call it another revealing edition of Sports Tonight right here at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Also on the show, we'll talk about March Day 35 of the Nigerian Professional Football League. Yes, it's as competitive as ever, and I tell you, Warri Wolves, they have a big task ahead of them. Pay players, keep them focused, and give Aimba a good fight till the end of the season. We'll get to see how that will pan out when we talk about March Day 35 fixtures of the NPFL. Also on the menu tonight, the Capital One Cup. Yes, we'll take a look at live games being played as we speak. And of course, we'll play some tennis. We'll go to the WTA final and see how Maria Sharapova, Simona Halep, and some other tennis female stars are doing right there at the competition. But before we start doing all the talking, this show, we keep telling you, is designed for you. Let's bring you into all of what we're doing tonight. There's so much fun when we talk sports. Our feedback mechanism, they've not changed. They will come up now on Twitter, we're Channels_Sports, and on Facebook, we're Channels-Sports. It's so simple. You can talk to us. Very, very interactive Twitter handle, and also verified. Questions, comments, suggestions. What's your take in all of these talks of Nigeria missing on a good chance of knowing what it takes to be involved in international football politics? We want to get you talking tonight on the show. And fans of the NPFL, let's also talk. All our top stories can also be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com and on YouTube/channelsweb. Right here, we just love playing and talking sports. So if you want to be part of all we're doing tonight on the show, just go to m.channelstv.com. You're on the go. You want to watch what we're doing, m.channelstv.com, and download our Channels TV app for your Android, iOS, Windows, your BlackBerry, your iPad, or your iPhones. It's so simple. m.channelstv.com. Download the app and you will be part of all that we'll be doing tonight on the show. Let's come back home now, where it's been talks, because some part of some section of football fans in the country would have loved to see what it's like for a big sheikh to be involved in all of what is going down at the FIFA presidency. Well, Sheikh Odegbami has tagged that campaign that has now been dashed because he's not been cleared to feature in next year's FIFA presidency elections. Why? What happened? We'll get to find out tonight on the show. But let's bring the guys that will be talking with us tonight. Tunde Koiki is back, keeps his shirt on this team. Tunde, good to have you around.
Thank you very much.
Keeping your shirt as ever. Maybe one day I'll just come dispose you from your shirt, make you sit on the bench, and then you watch from, you see how...
You'll be shooting yourself in the foot.
I don't know.
How do you bench your most valuable player, your most... you'd be shooting yourself in the foot.
Well, what I do is I just bring competition to you. You know, you're Xavi, I'm Iniesta, and I look and say, let me just prove to Xavi that I can sit on the bench, and I come and put it on the bench for a while. But Tunde Koiki,
I apologize. When it comes to me, there's no competition.
Then Tunde Koiki keeps his name. Cosmos Chukwuemeka is also around. Cosmos, good to have you around.
Yeah, good to be here. So what would I be?
And I saw, I see you wanted to start trade bragging rights.
What would I be?
I don't know.
Osasokoro?
No. Start from home.
Alexis Sanchez.
You're taller than he is.
No, and a team is a team. I mean, if you're on Osasokoro, you play with this guy that is thinking is Mikel Obi, then it means Mikel Obi.
I don't want to be Osasokoro.
No, I'm not Mikel Obi.
I want to be Alexis Sanchez.
All right, guys. Those who would like to just love having fun. And that's the team. Together, we'll be talking sports tonight. And while we wait to put on Sheikh Odegbami to speak to us on the show tonight, I want to understand all that is going on. But that's the talk. Sheikh Odegbami misses out of Monday's deadline. So the Koiki, how did it come to you?
Austin. Ordinarily, I would have said that it was. I would have said it was a conspiracy. I would have said this. I would have said that. But with all due respect, I have. Maybe we should just take a look at all the all the FIFA presidential candidate hopefuls, as it were. There's David Nakid, there's Gianni Infantino, there's the Sheikh Ibrahim from Bahrain, there's Jerome Champagne. There's still the interesting case of Michel Platini, and there's a man who is regarded as the sexiest man in world football today, Tokyo Sexuale. There's also Prince Hussein, and there's also Musa Biliti. As we sit here now, these are the 8 candidates who made the 2300 GMT deadline for submission of their candidature. These are the 8 men, if all things go according to plan, will vie for the FIFA presidency in September 26 next year. And interestingly, you can see that there is no Ojus Okalu and no Segun Odegbami. I'll still have, there's plenty that I want to say regarding that, but maybe we should just hear what Cosmos has to say regarding this anyway.
I see a lady, true pastor Cosmos.
As far as I'm concerned, yeah, you said something about an interesting case of Platini before we come to Segun.
Yeah, because
I mean, this is somebody
suspended.
This was somebody that his appeal was actually thrown out, and it's going to be. He has 90 days ban from all football-related activities. I mean, yesterday we realized that the Secretary General from UEFA was also and yeah, is as well part of those that will be vying for the post, that will be going in to get that post from Sepp Blatter. So for me, that is a very interesting one. We do not understand why it happened this way, but then I think there's a perfect explanation for it. Now for Segun Odegbami, I was actually waiting for the 12 a.m. deadline. I was thinking and something would happen, but then it means that things were not done right. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, if you are trying as much as possible to be the FIFA president and you stay in Lagos and you want some people to do your work for you, then I do not understand how it's going to happen. I think he didn't play the politics. He did not play the politics. Maybe he felt the politics was dirty or something, but then that is something he should have done.
Thank you very much.
He did not play the politics, and because he did not play the politics, I know you were waiting to say that.
Oh, yeah.
But because he did not play the politics, yes, it affected him. And for me, I feel these are some of the reasons for him not being NFF or NFA president. I mean, he has contested several times, but then maybe he doesn't understand the politics, or he understands the politics but does not want to get involved in the politics. But then if you're going over...
Let me help you there. You see, the problem with Segun Odegbami, I've done my research and I have some very interesting sources who knew exactly as everything went down.
Okay.
This person who was also in receipt of the letter that Segun Odegbami wrote to the NFA said very clearly to me that the tone in which he used was more or less condescending and bordering on arrogance.
Or the NFF?
On both of them.
I think on both of them.
On both of them. Segun Odegbami has consistently lampooned the NFA. The NFA at every point in time. He has never hidden his disgust or dislike for CAF and Issa Hayatu. And this same source told me that, look, these are the people you want to support your bid. These are the people you expect to back you. If you have 52 national, because the way FIFA votes, all they need is just a block vote. They just line up behind someone and say, look, all of you, these are preferred candidates. Then you have 52 votes lined up behind you. And these are the same people you're antagonizing. How do you expect to get those votes in the first place?
So I'll get you talking again. Cosmos, let's just sold out of now. Let's go to Abuja and find out the NFF. They're a major party to all of these talks. NFF Executive Committee member Emeka Nyama joins us now live. Good evening, Emeka. Welcome to Sports Tonight. Hello, Emeka.
Yeah, Austin, how are you?
Okay, I'm super tonight. Good to have you on the show. Now, we're taking a look at all that is going down as regards FIFA presidency elections. We know that Segun Odegbami bidded to be part of that. The NFF endorsed Odegbami, but now the story is that he will not feature because he missed out of the deadline. What's the NFF story in all of this?
Yeah, well, it would be wrong to say that he missed out of the deadline. I think the, N- the NFF got um, the letter from Shegu Odegbami, and what was important that the federation had to, first of all, free the pulse of government, and when we got the signal, it was clear that we had to endorse Odegbami, and we did. I guess the issue was that he was not able to get the endorsement of 5 countries that should be expected for him to proceed further.
Tell me, the NFF endorsed Segun Odegbami on Friday. The deadline was midnight Monday. Do you think the NFF delayed in all of this?
Um, no, it wouldn't be right to say we delayed because first and foremost, as a candidate that Odegbami is, we expected that he should have done his own groundwork, trying to make contact with the relevant countries, while waiting for the endorsement from the FA. And we gave him the endorsement as soon as we got the green light from government because we can't go on such an international assignment without knowing, where government stands, in all of this. So we did what was right at the right time.
Aside saying, Segun Odegbami, we have endorsed you, we have felt the pulse of government, they will support you. What other sort of support did the NFF give to his ambition of becoming FIFA president?
We, well, firstly, you will know that the president of NFF just came back from Cairo, where he went for camp assignment. So he told me authoritatively that he did all he could in trying to mobilize support for Segun Odegbami, in ensuring that he got the countries that will back him. But beyond that, it is expected that Segun Odegbami should have reached out on his own. He also told me again, those that Odegbami wants involved are the people that feel that he doesn't have respect for them. And this has shown through his comments, his write-off, his always lampooning CAF or FIFA or Blatter, and even in Sahayatu. And they said, hey, this is a football family, and you cannot criticize the body. You have a certain regard for them, and you think that they want to endorse you.
I'll let you go now, but you need to tell me this. If Liberia, under Musa Beliti, can be contesting at next year's FIFA presidential elections, and Nigeria, the so-called largest country in Africa, the giants of African football, we don't have a candidate. How is the NFF? That has happened. How is the NFF taking it?
Well, firstly, we see it as football politics. Musa Beliki, you're talking about, is the president of Liberia Football Association. He's a member of CAF. He's a member of Football Family. He plays closely with the stakeholders in terms of the country, their president, CAF executive. So he stands a better chance in getting endorsement from 5 countries. And the second Odegbami, who don't play the game, go to the highest level, but has not, been part of the politics of CAF, politics of NFF, and even FIFA. If you ask my personal opinion, sometimes this thing, you must be in to get this thing done. You must be a member of CAF committee. It's always difficult to come from outside to break into this thing in getting it. Be it athletics, be it judo, be it football, be it any sport. It's always a close thing. You have to play in. You have to be known. You have to create the necessary network that will help you to get there.
All right, thank you so much, Emeka Yama, for making our time to be part of